The trouble is, Carlo, and you know very well, it's very difficult to say back to normal while we sit at these levels on interest rates. I mean, there is the issue of the cost of deposits, and there is the ongoing challenge of making a reasonable net interest margin. Do you see any improvement in those business lines coming anytime soon?
So that's a good point, absolutely. We are in a situation of very low interest rate, and probably this will remain also in the next years. I'm talking about a situation in which the business model of wealth management and protection is the one in which you have the possibility to counterbalance the reduction in terms of net interest income. That is the case of Intesa Sanpaolo, because we had a reduction on a yearly basis in net interest income, minus 3%, but we had plus 13% in terms of commissions, and commission now are much higher than interest rates. So that's true. But you have to have the right business model, and we think to have the right business model also to navigate in a very low interest rate environment. So commissions are really the key factor of success, and wealth management and protection is the right business model in the European banking sector.
Do you think we've reached a peak now in terms of impairment risk? Very difficult to say never, but as you look at the next 6 to 12 months, do you have visibility on credit quality?
So I think that's for sure a situation in which we are close to the peak in terms of credit quality, possibility of have some negative impact. The second part of the year will be really the closing part of the risk in terms of credit, but the default rate are very limited. And if you look at our moratoria, we are talking about 1.9%, and also the expectation for the full year could be maximum 3%. So we are talking about something absolutely manageable, and I think that we will enter as European banking sector in 2022 in a very good shape, and that's my expectation, and especially for Intesa Sanpaolo. But I think that we are really at the peak of this possible negative situation in terms of credit quality, because in reality there is a lot of liquidity in the corporate sector. So the corporate clients decided to place deposits and not to use money that they received in terms of loans for moratoria or for credit guaranteed by the state. So there is a good situation, in my view, in real economy.
Carlo, UniCredit is in talks with the government over a takeover of the long-troubled Monte dei Paschi bank. What would be the implications of this deal for the Italian banking sector, and how are you thinking about consolidation in Italian banking more broadly?
So you know that we made the move, and probably the best move last year in making the acquisition of UBI, and the reason was related to the fact that UBI was the best bank in Italy after Intesa Sanpaolo, but also the business model of UBI, so having product factories, so maintaining the ownership of insurance company and asset under management was considered the perfect target for a wealth management and protection business model. Monte Paschi di Siena is a company with a lot of branches, a lot of loans, a lot of people. It is for sure a different kind of business model proposition. I think that it is positive, a solution for the Monte Paschi situation. So I'm positive on a consolidation and the solution of the Monte Paschi di Siena situation. So I think that if UniCredit will be in a position to make this acquisition, this could be positive for the Italian condition, also because Italy now is in a mood of growth, and we have to remove all the negative situation that can create some problem in the acceleration of growth in GDP that we are absolutely seeing in our country, that's benefiting also from the Draghi reputation is now changing completely the attitude of investors.